You figured this out, Matt. So they tweeted out this weird, like, Homeland Security painting. What was this?
Yeah, well, I didn't figure this out necessarily. A lot of other people did. I also just commented on it. But Department of Homeland Security, you can put this up. Put up a painting by John Gass called American Progress, which is actually the piece I used critically, I would stress, as the cover art for my podcast, Literary Hangover. But they also posted some text here: a heritage to be proud of, a homeland worth defending. American Progress, John Gass. Now, people pointed out that this is exactly 14 words, which is relevant because this is a secret Hitler signal by Nazis at Homeland Security. You'll notice the two H's are capitalized. That was the first thing I noticed. Oops.
Yeah.
But also the A and the D. A is the first letter, D is the fourth. H's are the 8. 1488 is a Hitler, sort of secret Hitler code, basically.
Yeah, 88 is the H is the 8th letter in the alphabet, so that would be two H's together, meaning
correct.
Hitler.
And, go back to Emma, like this is something that the Department of Homeland Security was doing in Trump's first term. There was a press release where they said they lost track of 1,488 kids. And then they also had a sort of thread that was actually sort of explicitly invoking the 14 words pledged by white nationalists about securing a homeland for our children or whatever the fuck.
That tweet's also 14 letter words.
Exactly. Yeah. I mentioned. Yep. And so,
which is a white supremacist domestic terrorist slogan, basically.
And some people might think that is a little bit far-fetched, but I would suggest no, it's not. It's a explicit pattern.
It's not far-fetched. Yeah. They've been doing this over and over again, and this is going to be very relevant to our conversation with Jean Guerrero about Stephen Miller and her work, investigating his background, because he's all over this stuff. This is his language, and this is probably at his direction or one of his minions across this kind of thing.
Yeah, I had a tweet in 2019, in light of Stephen Miller's white nationalism being documented, we should revisit stories like these, dismissed by many at the time as eerie coincidence. There should be more panic about Nazis in power. I mean, this is Lori Voss in 2018. I wonder if they took this down, but you can still see in the
Maybe
URL.
The Biden administration did.
But the URL was, we must secure border and build wall, make America safe again. That is like the invocation of the 14 word slogan. There's another one here where HHS issued the number 1488 4 months prior. Health and Human Services Department recently told Senate staffers that case managers could not find 1,488 children. Again, this is 2019. And how that number arrived at, they never decided to describe. And Stephen Miller is just a Nazi.
That was a wink and a nod to the white nationalists and to the Nazis that are paying attention.
And there's emails that show Stephen Miller being a big fan of, I forget the sort of European white nationalist book, but there were emails that came out. He is conversant in this actual type of terminology. So this is just Nazis winking at each other as, Border Patrol signs people up for 6-figure jobs with $45,000 signing bonuses.
Hey, for weeks, all we've heard is how Trump's big, beautiful bill will cut Medicaid. But almost no one's reporting on a buried provision that would make Trump untouchable. Go to ground.news/majority to see how this bill would block judges from enforcing court orders, unless you, the citizen, post a bond first. Highly credible sources warn most people can't actually afford to do this, and that's pretty obvious. So if this bill passes and Trump violates the law, it wouldn't even matter, and nobody even knows, which means the GOP's flood the zone strategy is working, and it's why I think Ground News is the best tool to expose these blind spots before it's too late. My partners built the only app and website pulling in news from across the globe, then breaking down each source's bias, credibility, and the news the right tries to bury. And considering most people take the first article they see online as fact, their browser extension is essential. What it does is it flags the source's bias and links other credible reports to verify the information. Ground News is a better version of how we're already staying informed. So I got you 40% off the same unlimited access Vantage plan that I've been using. That's just $5 a month when you go to ground.news/majority, scan my QR code, or redeem the code majority if you're using the app. With at least another 4 years of this, they're counting on you to be distracted. This app is how you stay focused. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.